Have you ever heard of a country where horses are more respected than politicians? Or a nation where happiness is legally mandatory? What about a place where time simply doesn't exist? Sound like fiction, right? But it's all real. Get ready to embark on a journey through the 10 most bizarre countries you never imagined could actually exist. But be warned, after this list, your view of the world will never be the same. 10. Tuvalu, the country that's disappearing. In the middle of the vast Pacific Ocean lies a tiny group of islands called Tuvalu. With just over 11,000 residents in a land area smaller than a major international airport, Tuvalu is so remote that the TV internet domain is one of its biggest sources of income. But the most bizarre part? The entire country might disappear in the next few decades due to rising sea levels. A nation literally sinking while the world watches. 9. Nauru, the most obese country in the world. Imagine a country with no official capital, no army, and where most of the population suffers from morbid obesity. Welcome to Nauru, once one of the richest nations on Earth due to its phosphate resources. It is now a tragic example of overexploitation and economic collapse. A country that lived the dream and then the nightmare. 8. North Korea, the kingdom of the impossible. Of course, this one couldn't be left out. North Korea feels like a parallel universe. Elections with only one candidate, government-approved haircuts, and even its own calendar starting with the birth of Kim Il-sung. There, the impossible is routine, and propaganda is more powerful than any weapon. 7. Sealand, the country on a platform. Now get ready for this. There's a country founded on an old military platform in the sea, with fewer than 30 residents and its own constitution. Sealand declares itself a principality, with a prince, a flag, and even passports. It's not recognized by any official nation, but that never stopped them from claiming sovereignty. 6. San Marino, the country that never fights. In the heart of Italy lies one of the world's oldest countries, San Marino. Founded in the year 301, it has never entered a war. And get this, it has no national debt and maintains two heads of state at the same time. A republic that feels like a fairy tale, or a glitch in the Matrix. 5. Vatican City, the country with no births. Did you know there's a country where no one is born? Vatican City is the smallest independent state in the world, both in area and population. No one is born a citizen. You have to be appointed. It's a country inside another country, where religion is a government and the Pope is the head of state. 4. Uzbekistan, where everything ends in stan and nothing makes sense. This Central Asian nation is one of only 2 double landlocked countries in the world, meaning you must cross at least 2 other countries to reach the sea. Uzbekistan is home to cities with unpronounceable names, poisonous deserts, and former presidents who believe cotton would solve all the country's problems. 3. Palau, where the ocean is sacred. Palau is a Pacific island nation where over 80% of its waters are protected by law. They literally ban commercial fishing to preserve marine life. Even more bizarre, tourists are required to sign an eco-pledge upon entry. A country that feels like it's from the future, but exists now. 2. Pitcairn Islands, a country of pirate descendants. With fewer than 50 inhabitants, these remote islands in the Pacific are almost exclusively inhabited by descendants of the infamous HMS Bounty mutineers. There are no supermarkets, no hospitals, not even an airport. Yet residents have satellite internet, a living piece of history, forgotten by the world, but not by the curious. 1. Bhutan, where happiness matters more than money. We end with a gem. Bhutan is the only country in the world that measures national progress through gross national happiness, instead of GDP. Tourism is highly regulated. TV only arrived in the 2000s, and nature is protected by law. 60% of the territory must remain covered in forest. A kingdom in the clouds, where time slows down and smiles are state policy. These countries prove that the world is far stranger and more fascinating than we often imagine. Borders, cultures, laws, and traditions that defy logic and make us wonder, maybe the weird country is ours? Subscribe to the channel, because there are still many more global oddities to uncover. And remember, reality is always stranger than fiction. See you on the next journey.